Hi, everybody. Welcome back to week 4 of the 3-Minute Story Challenge. This week is love and relationships, and it's such an honor to have someone I really respect and admire, Mr. Geoff Laughton. How are you, Geoff?
Very good, Jason. Good to be here. Appreciate the invite.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so great. Geoff is a really wonderful relationship coach and men's coach, and is the founder of the Evolving Man Men's Group, which I'm a part of. And the teaching that Geoff has helped facilitate over the last year has made a really big impact on my life in a positive way. And I'm really excited to hear his story. He says that he has a great story about love and relationships. So are you ready, Geoff?
I am ready, and I promise that if I'm caught or captured, I will disavow any knowledge of my story that I'm about to share. So,
Sounds good. I'm going to set my timer here, and your 3-minute story challenge starts now.
So it'll be helpful for maximum effect for people to understand that before I went on the date that I'm about to share, I had long had a fantasy about getting to go out with an older woman because I grew up with The Graduate and Summer of 42. So my teenage hormones had all kinds of fantasies about older women. And the time came when I was 24 to go on a date with a woman that I didn't know was older initially, but then I found out she was. So all kinds of fantasies and things had come up in my mind. And so we met at a little cafe slash deli. And I remember it was kind of underground. And as we're in there, we decide that we're just going to have coffee or whatever. And then after we had that, we were going to go to a movie. And so both of us had come from work. She was wearing a beautiful, very professional business suit, as was I. And she got tea, and I got hot chocolate. And of course, I'm thinking, how am I going to really, impress the hell out of her? And I take my first sip of hot chocolate. That's what I was drinking. And it went down the wrong pipe. And it came right back out, right onto her cream-colored blouse. And on her suit, which I found out later she had just had cleaned. And I'm like, if you could have done a slow motion, I can laugh about it now. I didn't then. I was just like, oh my God, how could you possibly fuck this up any more effectively? And this is the happy ending to that story, which is I'm horrified, and how I knew that I wanted to know more about her was she didn't get upset. She didn't, give me a horrible look. She immediately went to trying to help me feel better. And that was when I began to know, I think I might really want to be with this woman, and 38 years later, I still am.
Oh my gosh, I can picture it. I mean, I think cinematically, for better or worse, and I can picture that happening. And like you said, the slow motion, the camera zooming in and you just being, oh my God. I mean, talk about what's the worst that could happen? Is that?
Yeah. I don't recommend that as a normal first date kind of move, but it was really divinely orchestrated, I think, because it really, what other way would there have been to really get the depth to her that was both her and the fact that she was a lot older than me. So she had a lot more life experience, and that just taught me a lot in that. one moment.
And like, what a wonderful, like you said, gift from the universe. I mean, it's not something you want to have happen, but it ended up being, sounds like a real window to connecting and being vulnerable. And, 38 years later, like that's fantastic. It's time for your shameless plug. What do you have for us?
I would invite people to go on to my YouTube channel, which is Your Relationship Architect. If you go into YouTube and search for that, and you'll see a whole series of 12 videos that have been put up there in the month of April that you've seen some of them live. But for people who are on Facebook, it's a series of relationship tips, including how to fight when you're in quarantine, parenting, sexuality, spiritual practices. So people, they're all free, and people can go on there and hopefully learn something that will be helpful for them as we keep being in quarantine.
I second that. I mean, though that series throughout the month of April was, I found, really, really valuable. Whether you're in a relationship or not,
Right.
I found that work to be really, really powerful. And again, I just want to thank you for really the wisdom and the guidance that you provided me and all the men that I know in our men's group.
You mean at theevolvingman.com?
That's right, at theevolvingman.com. Such a profound impact. So thank you again. Your work and your voice is really inspiring, and I really respect and admire the work you do. And you inspire me as a man and to be a better man. So thank you, Geoff.
My honor.
Well, my pleasure. That's our show. So thank you for taking the time. I know we had our men's group last night, so I'll see you virtually in the next, not this coming Tuesday, the following Tuesday. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you soon, and stay healthy and stay safe, and don't drink any hot chocolate, I guess.
I've retired. Thank you.